Well, this is it, everybody. My last week in the custodial arts. By the time this video is released for public consumption, I will have only 2 days left sweeping floors for the township. I wouldn't even have come in, but I don't get paid during training, so I need that money. I had a couple strange events happen that made me think that some unseen, otherworldly force was trying to keep me here. The first was that I briefly got stuck in an elevator here at the high school. And then one day last week, I got a flat tire and now I'm driving on a donut. You're not supposed to drive around on that thing for too long. But I had already spent my entire paycheck trying to catch up on bills so nothing goes into the red while I'm not getting paid, so I don't really have a choice. I need to watch out for potholes though. I should be able to afford a new tire with my next paycheck, even though it is an expense I hadn't counted on, so it doesn't really matter what check I get the new tire from. It just feels like I am dragging my poor Malibu around by its neck to the finish line. I can't focus on any of that. All I have to focus on is getting into this class and killing it. Whatever it takes to get into the truck and start getting paid. Then getting rid of that driver mentor and getting out onto my own. That is all that matters to me right now. After that, just learn as much real-world shit as I possibly can and complete that year-long contract with the company before parlaying that into making better money. It's all part of the plan I put together back in October 2024. Starting over at 45 isn't that bad. I also have it on good authority that the 18 days I have to spend with that driver mentor is done all in one go, so that works out for me. I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can from this person, but sharing a space smaller than a prison cell, not so much. Okay, so we got the asshole of the week segment coming up, and we also got some clips from a TikTok live where this dude started wigging out. Talking about Trump in a room full of liberals, but I want to just say something before we get all into that. Now normally, I'm an asshole myself, and usually I'm just ripping on people, places and things without any shame or a care in the world. But I just want to say that the township has been good to me, and I don't have any intention of bad-mouthing them on the way out. But as promised, I will reveal where I've been working the past couple of months. So if you look back to some of my earlier videos, you'll notice that I worked at Southport High among other places when I was a floater. Both myself and my parents attended that school. But since I've gotten a permanent position, I've been at Perry Meridian High, which is Southport's biggest rival. I signed a social media agreement when I was hired, but I'm not sure if this violates it. But I guess as long as they don't notice in the next 2 days, I'm good.
My Soviet dude, I'm sorry about Andrew. He represents the
He's
bad part of
retarded.
America.
Yes, he is. I'm sorry.
His mom and dad
the
are.
number one Donald
feel
Trump.
like him.
His mom
He's
and dad
the
are
only one
brothers
that's
and
gonna
sisters,
save
so
us.
don't blame him.
You talk to the mothers of the women jogging.
Andrew,
that
I
they
think
raped
you
and
need to
they
find a new
brought into the
hobby.
woods and they killed their
I don't
cluster
think this is a
skulls.
good
You
hobby
dumb
for
fuck.
you,
His
Andrew.
mom
dumb
and dad
fuck.
are siblings. Don't like you can't blame him.
Andrew, can I
They
say
crushed their
something?
skulls.
Oh my
Andrew,
God,
can
you
I?
are
Andrew,
retarded.
Andrew.
can
Dude,
I
I've been
say
here.
something?
Shut up.
Can I say something without you being
Yeah,
mean?
let her
I'm
talk.
trying to
Let
be
her talk.
nice.
Because they didn't let her talk when they crushed her skull.
Shut
when
up.
they crushed her skull.
What are you on about?
He's illegal. Fucking get him out of here.
That will get you
Venezuela.
You're
out of here,
fucking
Andrew.
illegal.
Fucking
Yo,
Nicaragua.
let's
Get
hold
him out of our country.
let's deport
You're
Andrew.
fucking illegal.
Yeah, let's
There's
deport
something
Andrew
wrong with
actually.
you. You belong in
I'm
jail,
illegal.
Mr. Andrew.
I'm illegal. Oh, I don't remember. John Quincy Adams. John Quincy Adams. Look it up, hon.
Can we get
Andrew,
Andrew out of the
get
country?
out of your mother's
Andrew,
basement,
okay.
you low-life piece
More
of
like
shit.
mommy's apartment.
Let's get Andrew out of the country.
My
Let's
shit,
deport him.
I made sure I got the. And
We
actually,
should start. We should
when I
start
get
a
my-
bill
when I
to
get
get
my own landscaping
Andrew
company,
kicked
look at my
out of
shit, look what I got.
America.
We should
I got
pass a
pizza,
bill
I got
to
a pizza,
Mr.
I got
Donald
everything
Trump
I need.
that Andrew loves
Got
so
everything I
much to
fucking
get
need.
him out the
You have
fucking
nothing.
country.
Yeah,
You're
Andrew, that's
preying
real
off our
healthy,
backs.
Andrew. Yo,
Off of our
Andrew,
backs.
it's
Off
real
of our
healthy.
backs.
Real
Off
healthy.
of our
Andrew,
backs.
say goodbye to your
Off
mother
of our
and
backs.
all your
Trump,
loved
let's
ones,
go, Trump.
because you're
And if you
getting
can't take Trump,
deported.
if you can't take Trump, then get it. Obama was great, huh? Obama was good, huh?
Andrew,
Michelle was
do you
amazing.
fucking hear me?
Men and women's sports? Men and women's sports? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
Get him, Andrew. Get him. I stand with Andrew.
Andrew doesn't play a sport. He
This
doesn't
for you,
know.
Andrew. This for you.
Andrew doesn't do anything but smoke crack out of his little face.
Shut your fuck.
This is Trump shit I agree with.
Because that's
Andrew
we
wants
don't
to
need
talk so much
men and women's
shit,
sports.
but don't want to listen to no one else that's talking back.
Okay, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew,
Okay.
it's kind of over for you. Like
Are you
your
finished?
face
Are you
card
finished?
is over. You're never gonna find a
Are you
wife.
finished
Cancel
now?
It's over.
Andrew.
You're
You
never
finished
gonna, you're
your
never gonna,
sentence?
you're
Go
never
ahead,
gonna
go
get
ahead.
out of your
One
mom's
sentence,
house
one
acting like
sentence.
this, Andrew.
1 second.
I've done shoveled gravel.
5
You
minutes
don't even know
now.
what I did.
Okay, Brav, we saw
Honey, I
you.
played college
I'm
sports.
not even in
I
America,
got my own
you know?
It's
scholarship.
over,
You know,
Andrew.
I
Europe,
wish, I
you
wish,
know,
I wish,
It ain't
I wish
over
they
for
were
Bram.
paying me.
It's over
I
for
wish-
You're
Andrew.
Jufro. You're a
I
Jufro.
wish they were paying me college tuition.
Jufro.
Because you don't even have to pay your tuition, you idiot.
Yeah.
I wish they were paying me to
What are
play
you
sports
talking
back
about?
then. You fucking idiot.
Don't listen to him,
Yeah, they
Brav.
didn't pay me to play
He don't
sports.
know what he's talking
You're more
about.
stupid than you look like.
He's lost
He
it.
don't know. Baby,
He hit
speak
one
clear
too many
English, 'cause
pops,
he
if you
don't
know what I
know.
mean.
He don't know.
You know, I'm from Balkans, you know, I'm
What are you
from
talking
Serbia.
about?
From Europe.
Yeah, tell him, Brav.
This dude Nervo mogs you.
Just continue, please.
Yeah, tell him.
And tell me when you're done.
Trayvon.
Tell me when you're done.
Who did Trey Nichols? Look at Trey Nichols. You idiots. They killed him. They kicked his head to death. Look up Trey Nichols, you idiots.
Shut up.
Andrew. I stand with you. I'm hearing you, brother.
Tell him, Brav.
Fuck up.
That's not Trump news, is it? Because it's not a white cop killing a black white guy.
Funny that it's like.
Because look up Trey Nichols. You idiots. You're so
You're
stupid.
an idiot.
You're so dumb.
You're stupid.
Anything. Penny. Let's go Penny. Dude, if
You're
you
a
were on that
racist
train,
cunt.
If you were on that train,
else
I swear to God, Penny
except
saved your
that-
life. Penny saved your.
Andrew here. Why is Andrew here?
Why do I care?
He
Because
always-
I'm an American like Trump. I'm an American.
Trump was born in Canada.
Because Trump gets all this bullshit, man.
Trump was born
Listen,
in
Andrew.
Canada.
Trudy,
Fuck.
look at Trudy.
Andrew, you stupid fuck. Listen to me
Look at
right
our
now.
healthcare.
I'm
I
not
fell
from US.
on a knife on my dishwasher.
I'm from Serbia.
Hey, listen real quick.
You know? From Serbia.
Dude, I fell on a knife. Guess how much they charged me? $30,000.
And that brings us to Asshole of the Week. How could I pick anyone other than the legendary Shadoo Sanders for this week? This tool acted as arrogant as humanly possible, behaving like a complete unit along with that washed-up, wrinkled old man of his. Initially expected to be one of the first 10 college players drafted, he fell to the 144th pick overall. When he finally got drafted, it was the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns. And while he was 144th in the draft, he was our #1 pick. At least you got 2 ass-whoopings from the Steelers coming at you every year. So keep your head up, Shadoo. You are the asshole of the week.
Are you still watching?
YouTube is free, but entertainment is not. Pay your fair share by smashing the bejesus out of the subscribe button. Like this video or the terrorists win? Leave a comment that I'll read, disagree with, and delete. And if you are a real glutton for punishment, click the notification bell so you can have your time wasted before the rest of the unwashed masses. YouTube is my only social media platform. All my videos sound better with headphones and sound like absolute shit without them.
Alright, we're back everybody. I usually don't do this, but I was chopping it up with this dude in a TikTok live the other night. And he asked me to go over and help support his YouTube channel, and I said I would, so I like to keep my promises. The channel name is Mar700, as you can see in the lower left corner of the screen. Even though I don't smoke the chronic anymore, him and his crew of rapscallions do, and they hotbox cars and do all kind of wild shit. It's real gas content. Plus, it's also BDC show approved, so you know it's fire. I'm posting some clips from his channel here, like when they were walking through a Target smoking a spliff. That was the one that had me laughing because that shit was wild. I figured my target audience might find his channel interesting, so as your lawyer, I would advise you to go over there when you're done watching this video and like, comment, and subscribe. I will post a link to his YouTube in the description. It's real gas content. I do want to say that even though he asked me to support his channel, his is actually doing better than mine as far as subscribers and overall view counts. So maybe some of his subscribers could come over to mine and help us out. We're doing all we can over here. There, now that we've done our good deed of the day and attempted to hold the door open for someone else as we are rushing through it ourselves, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. We're down to just 2 more days in this pit of despair. I cannot express to you how badly I don't even want to be there. If I didn't need the money, I wouldn't have bothered to show up. I should be spending this time sitting at home, studying for any tests that they are prepared to throw at me. I don't want to keep harping on this over and over again, but it's literally all I am thinking about. I've been focused on this moment for so long now, I am legitimately obsessed. My confidence level hasn't been this high in I don't know how long. I feel like I'm ready to smash through any wall, kick open any door, and destroy any obstacle that stands in my way. It has put electricity in my bones and gasoline in my veins. I feel unstoppable. Dream it, believe it, and then go out and achieve it. The worst thing about this last week is how it seems as though that time is crawling on its hands and knees. Before, it was like time was just flying by faster than I could keep up with it. I would blink and the moment would be gone. It is absolutely torture. It seems like you are stuck in quicksand with both feet when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know why that is, but what I do know is that it totally sucks. It sucks dick fingers itself and sticks its thumb up its ass. It's like when you were a kid and you'd be waiting on Christmas Day, and it seemed like fucking forever before it arrived. It makes me want to shit. It makes me want to go to the mall and do something crazy. At number 5, we have Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii. She barely made the list, but there's something about that white streak in her hair that gets my motor running. You give me 3 minutes, she have some matching white streaks on her face. At number 4, we have Kristi Noem from South Dakota. She kinda looks like a rich old floozy who spends her time chasing the pool boy around, but hey, that's right up my alley. You can't tell me that this woman doesn't like to be choked a little bit. She would never admit it publicly, but you can see it in her face. I put her at number 4 because the aforementioned choking is probably about as freaky as it is gonna get. But hey, I'll take what I can get. At number 3, we have AOC from New York. I honestly would have ranked her higher if she'd throw on some makeup and do something with that hair. Get some fucking rollers, girl, or hit me with a sloppy bun. I'd love to see what you could manage with an updo. But I did rank her at number 3 because we're close in age range. We both subscribe to socialism, and I feel like I'd probably have more in common with her than the other people on this list. She'd probably let me spunk right in her mouth, so there's that. At number 2, we got Carolyn Levitt from New Hampshire. Anyone who knows me knows I got a type, and if you were to create that in a lab, this would be the finished product. Plus, it's well documented that she's into old dudes, so score for me. But would that stop me from gluing her eyelids shut? Absolutely not. Would that stop me from pinching those nipples? Fuck no. She could come to my house tonight and fart in my dinner. And I'm talking a diarrhea spray fart. At number 1, I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Boebert from Colorado. First and foremost, if I'm finishing anywhere outside her body, it's gonna be right on those glasses. This chick gave a hand job in a theater, and it was caught on camera. She's a little too religious for my liking, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't make her take the Lord's name in vain over and over again. She seems like the type of chick that would get hammered drunk at a party and enlist male partygoers to help her go airtight. Don't get me wrong, I would beat up those guts and do things to her that I can't say even here on YouTube. But she's not marriage material. She'd end up fucking all of your friends as described in that song Nookie by Limp Bizkit. You remember that song, right? I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. So you can take that cookie and stick it up your, yeah. Stick it up your, yeah. Stick it up your, yeah. Anyway, that is my list of politicians that I would smash. These are in no way political endorsements. Man, it is literally taking every fiber of my being to not just drive off while I'm sitting out here in the rain on my break. I have to keep reminding myself that I am going to need this money in a couple weeks. And that is the only reason I haven't just bounced out. This has turned into the longest week ever. I'm dying, bro. Like, I am literally dying. I'm also kind of shocked that no one has said anything to me about the shoddy work I have been doing since I put in my 2 weeks' notice. But I mean, what can they really say? They don't have anything to threaten me with. I've got a confirmation email for school on Monday, and I've checked all of my boxes off. I feel like such a sellout only sticking around for the money, but sometimes you don't have the luxury of principle. I know I've said a bunch of shit about how the channel is going to fundamentally change, but that's not going to be right away. I still have to do some time in a classroom before I climb into the truck. And even then, I don't know how cool my trainer will be with me filming. But once I ditch that fool and get out onto my own, that will be where everything gets wild. I am expecting a huge influx of new subscribers, because for whatever reason, truck driving is very popular on social media. Probably because this generation has soft hands. They can't fuck with Generation X. We were raised on garden hose water and neglect. For me, this occupation is as close as one can get to being a cowboy, only trading in your horse for a truck. I've seen that it's not just an occupation, it's a lifestyle. And when you're coming out of nearly 2 decades of marriage, you do anything to change up your lifestyle. Well, maybe if you were in the kind of marriage I was. I said it in the very first video on this channel. Solitude, that's what it is all about. I see a lot of truckers talking about loneliness as one of the major drawbacks of this job, but I'm looking at it as one of the fringe benefits. I don't even want to meet new people, much less get married ever again. I took my ring off 6 months ago and still have a mark on my finger. If I had attempted to do this while I was out in California, it never would have happened. My ex would have meddled and fucked with me the entire time. I once had an awesome healthcare career that she wore down and destroyed because of her insecurity. Then she turned it back around on me like it was my fault that like 80% of my coworkers are female. I was always like, look at me. I have a beer belly. I have a gigantic skull with a fucked up grill in it. No one is trying to fuck me. But she wasn't hearing it. It doesn't really matter anymore, I guess. That was the past. I'm only looking forward now. I read somewhere that you can't get caught tripping over something that's behind you. It's all new adventures and all new places coming up. I should be excited about that. I was just trying to illustrate that I had to get away from my ex to get something going. But looking forward, everything is going to be new and exciting. You're all getting a front row seat to all that, and when the new subscribers get here, you can claim you were here first. I will never forget the OGs who were here when I had nothing. I built another gaming channel from the ground up once upon a time, so there is no reason that I couldn't do it again. You might think I'm talking shit, but to those thinking that I say, just wait. When we are nipping at the heels of Mr. Beast and Logan Paul for YouTube supremacy, you'll all have to eat your words. Oh, and let me repeat something I said once, and that is that I will never monetize this channel. I'll never have a Patreon. It's free and always will be. You'll never see or hear me on this channel begging for money like some of these busters with no motion, no matter how bad it gets. I'm here to try to entertain you, not guilt trip you into performing some charity. I mean, you must have amnesia. You forgot that I'm him. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm making too much money. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. Dracula Flow was really popular for a minute, but he kind of faded out from the scene. Alright y'all, that's it for this week. Yeah, it's a little short of the 30-minute mark, but who cares at this point? We are moving on to bigger and better things. But before I go, I just want to say one thing. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in every week to listen to me ramble on about this mindless nonsense. Your loyalty is soon to be repaid with some top-quality entertainment. Have a good one. Keep the sunny side up, and I'll see you on the other side.